For this deck testing video, I am revisiting an old combo deck, which is the Ring of Namira Monk, and we're going to try using some new tools that were provided when Alliance War came out. So, if you're not familiar, Ring of Namira is a support. It says when you gain health, deal that much damage to your opponent. The combo, the one-turn kill, if you will, is to either get 2 Dawnstar healers on the board, or at least 1 Dawnstar and 1 Ebonheart, play Ring of Namira, break a rune, and then essentially what happens is you break a rune, Dawnstar will heal you for 3. If you have 2 Dawnstars, it's a total of 6. If you have 1 in the Ebonheart doubles it to 6. So you heal 6, which means Ring deals 6 damage, which means you break another rune, which means it rinses and repeats until they're dead. Now, the new tools, in my opinion, that we were given are Debilitate for buying us time, but the big one, in my opinion, is Invoker of the Hist. This card means that we can play this on turn 6, and if you have your combo pieces in hand and it goes unanswered, you can literally win on turn 7 with this now, because you can play Dawnstar, for example, or you could just play Ring. Ring is safer because there's no prophecies that remove it right away. So you could play Ring or Dawnstar, swing with the Invoker. When it survives, the Veteran thing will trigger. You'll get your 7 Magicka back at that point, and then you can play the other half of your combo and start the chain. So I think that Invoker is at least worth testing, which is why we're going to try this out today. Other tools, again, like Debilitate, like I said, will buy you some time. I really like the addition of Grey Viper Brigand because you can pitch it to Gambler, and then your later ones are worth value. There are also cards that when you play Merchant's Camel, as you hunt for your combo pieces, if you discard the first 1 or 2, not a big deal, you get value later. The rest is just kind of, again, either defensive tools or early draw, just to buy you time, get you to where you need to be to get those combo pieces and try to get it to go off. So this is the deck. Like always, there's going to be a code in the video description. I've tried doing this a couple of different ways. The very first time I tried it, it was actually Control Monk that just had the Ring of Namira combo as like an alternate win condition. That's entirely fine as well. If people want to see that version, I can likely rebuild it and give that a go. Less draw-centric, more just like stall-centric, and then you hope you draw into your pieces because the game goes forever. This is more aggressive in terms of like trying to search for your combo pieces while stalling, so we will see. Like always, you will keep these 2. We're going to play 2 games, win or lose, so there's a chance that we go 0-2 and we don't see the combo. Sorry if that happens, but them's the rules for this particular series. Now, that's great news. We got the ring. The problem is that we're up against Daggerfall Covenant, so they might have Archer, they might have Shadowfen Priest, they might have Belligerent Giant. The chances are they have a plethora of them. So we really can't play this until we're ready to combo off.
Do your worst.
This is another new addition. The Expertise is kind of nice for stalling. The 1/5 Body is nice for early trading. Things like that.
If I fall,
this will just end up trading for this, but I'm okay with that, I think, in principle. We'd like to play this to start hunting for our pieces. Wow, you gave that the word. Okay.
Don't underestimate me.
But I think right now we're a little bit more interested in just not dying.
Watch this.
Get that a hair lower. Hope that they don't have some sort of silence or removal for our dapper defender. We're just kind of trying to play body board control, as I like to call it. This is why we took that trade into it last turn, so that we can set up at least this here.
Watch this.
And again, as much as I would love to develop some stuff, you know what? Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and this, because either this will eat removal, or it'll let us draw cards next turn, and in doing so, we'll pilfer, which will make this cost 6, which is relevant with our board.
Smelling coward.
We're gonna take a lot of damage here.
Underestimate me. This
Alright,
one will
so
get what is needed.
go ahead and do this, and then we will take the debilitate. And believe it or not, I'm not sure that I actually want to attack here. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter either way, because they can self kind of suicide into this, but yeah, we're just hoping they don't have the lightning bolt here. That would be rather annoying on our end, because we do have the ability to gain some health to try to get above lightning bolt range if they don't have it. But what am I thinking? Are they playing blue? Then they always have the lightning bolt. How dare I hope against hope that there's no lightning bolt when I know better every time. Doesn't matter if they have 1 card in hand, 2 cards in hand, they always have it. Laysai. Yeah, the hunting spirit was problematic. We didn't have a good way to get that power off the board. We just needed to kind of stall out there a bit. Sure. Because we had a lot of life gain in our hands, so we could have, for the most part, dealt with what was on the board and survived. I'm actually okay with using a ring charge here. As long as you save your last ring charge when you have the ring, you're fine. You can be aggressive with your uses early on to cycle for combo pieces. The reason you want to save the last one is because if you do run into that scenario where you need to...
This is interesting.
Where you need to play like 2 Dawn Stars and a Ring and a Mirror from your hand. The ring making you go up to 13 allows you to do that. So, it's incredibly relevant. Given that they're attacking my creatures and not playing for the board, I think this is one of those times where we're against a control player. So unlike last game, where we were getting rushed down, we might actually have time to pull off our combo. Now, one thing you do have to worry about, though, is getting the combo isn't enough. So the other reason that you run things like the Vipers and things like Corner Club and so forth is not just for defense, but also because you need to be able to break runes. And if somebody identifies you're on Ring and Namira Monk early, they will just gain a ridiculous amount of health, and it looks like that's the plan they're on right now, so that you can't break their runes, which is not good. So we're gonna happily make these trades and just saturate with the defender, because we do need to get them back closer to the rune break. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those play from hand, get the combo games, and that's fine. That's fine for us. We can do that. Let's go ahead and do this to get rid of the Fighters Guild recruit, and then cycle this here, and still end up with a Fighters Guild recruit. Alright, so this will likely be another Barrow Stalker. It's the only options they have. But that's good for us, because it means we'll get to draw cards.
I smell the stench of the living.
Vivek is mostly in here as a panic button, just as an FYI. Not really like something we're planning our deck around. At this point, though, I do feel like a Merchant's Camel is a good choice. And out of these options, I think a Merchant's Camel again makes the most sense, because we're going to want to dig again. And then we'll play this over here.
If I fall,
Sadly, we didn't see any of these go to the discard pile. But that is, again, okay with the Camel. Oof. They are reloading their hand. If I had to guess, this is probably like Control Redoran that's also running Unstoppable Rage, so we have to be careful.
I'll clear it.
They just keep playing creatures with Drain, too. Gotta say, a little disappointed in that fact. Alright, tough call. We really want the Invoker, but we need Dawnstars, so we're gonna take the Dawnstar here, I think. And we'll play that. I might draw removal, and if it does, that means the future ones that we get will draw cards for us. Again, a bit of a disappointment we had to let that go, but until we find our Ring of Namira, we're a bit hurting. So yeah, we can go ahead and do this. Feel good about that. Again, we are worried about Unstoppable Rage.
Citizen.
So I think we slow played this a little bit. And just do that. They haven't been attacking, so I don't think they're gonna give us rune breaks here.
So many purses.
Well, they might now. Because they will skip the first prophecy at a minimum. So, oh, they stole a hiss. I was about to say, if they stole our Ring of Namira there, we've got a problem. Thankfully, that was not the case.
Ita Ori.
However, there's not a lot I can do about that. I take it back. There's exactly something I can do about that. So let's do that. Again, we're kind of worried about Rage, so we kind of want to diversify. Let's put this here and this here, just so we can get some health back. We're just on the hunt for a Ring of Namira. We're halfway through our deck already, believe it or not.
Prepare something special for them.
But yeah, we're just
so little to do.
Just hunting.
And so much time.
Okay. It's moderately annoying.
What have we here?
Let's go ahead and see if that gets us anywhere, and it does not, sadly. We're gonna play the Vivek again, knowing that it's just going to eat removal, but it will deny them the card draw for a turn. And even if we're just denying it for a turn, that's fine. Trying to slow them down.
Upset me.
Slow them down a wee bit. So we're gonna do this. This should draw us a card. And it does.
I have no
Go ahead and take this here. Just because now, again, we'll have higher health. And we'll actually, I think, develop this. This will heal us again. And we'll have 2 creatures with higher health. So even if they kill one, they'll have to spend removal or something on the other. Otherwise, we draw. There's a chance we could turn this into a benefit for us.
Oh, now you've upset me.
Okay. I guess I should have executed the sweet roll. Misplay by me.
With our Lord.
Oh, now that is a problem, but we top deck a solution. So the problem was that it was going to cause them to heal. Like, more than anything, that was our issue.
What's yours is mine.
So again, just like before, I think we do that, and then we don't
The
need...
nine inspire us.
So this will gain us 4 because of the double, but we don't need to kill this as much as just keep him from drawing while trying to draw from our own. This is going to be... them still raining on our parade while ramping. we can use our execute. And this will again at least prevent the draw. We would like to be drawing from it ourselves. 17 cards left in our deck. All we need to do is run into it. Now they have used one javelin, so there are 2 left in the deck. Again, prophecies will interrupt the combo. That's like your one worry. So we know they run mummify and javelin. Those are the things you are worried about.
Rise, my servant.
I was gonna say they're just gonna chain necromancers here.
I smell the
Yep,
stench
not
of the
unexpected.
living.
Thankfully, we have the execute for that.
Now you've upset me.
So they will start drawing cards now, and that's a wee bit unfortunate for us. Let's take the execute. It's interesting because I really want to cycle this Shadow Shift, but I would like to trade here. But then that means also giving this up, basically for nothing.
You like to dance
So let's do
close
this
to the
instead.
fire, don't you?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Ita Aurea.
So this is gonna whack there. Again, we have the debilitate to buy time, but sadly it does nothing for us right now. And once we've played this, I mean, they probably already knew what we were trying to do, but this is like a for sure giveaway, I think. Which is a bit of an issue. 15 cards left in our deck.
Behold my power.
One of them
Behold my
potentially wins us the game. And they've also, by taking this, set themselves up to start gaining health. Which feels pretty bad. Now we could play this Gambler ditching our debilitate. But the problem with that plan... The problem with that plan is that they're going to turn around and gain a bunch of health while also killing our only way to trigger. Now if I play the debilitate, I still don't have a good way to get rid of this, which means they're going to gain a bunch of health. 4, 7, 8, 9 damage. Huh? So they could break 1 rune and gain 3, but I would have nothing on the board. Well, sadly, I think that this is our best play, but it's not a great play. I think we, by playing this and shadow shifting and then them having Mirac, I think we lost the game. If it was not Mirac, if it was not something that was going to be gaining them health, different story.
Behold my power.
But right now, we have no way, and we still didn't find it anyway. Well, I guess it doesn't matter when you get down to 11 cards in your deck,
I'll clear a path.
and you still don't have, 10 cards in your deck, and you still don't have the key combo piece required for you to actually do the combo. That feels a wee bit frustrating.
There's a plan. There's
The
a
nine
plan.
inspire us.
Preparations have been made. You like to dance close.
So we'll do that, and
to
then we'll
fire,
lose.
don't
I think I might play one more just because I would like to get the combo off, just so you can see it. And I'm a wee bit frustrated that we essentially had the combo in game 1, and then got rushed down because they had Great Curve into Lightning Bolt, and then we essentially have the combo minus the ring game 2, and got down to, you know, the end of our deck without drawing it. So that doesn't feel good when I want to showcase something. So I guess my frustration means bonus content for you. as I queue into somebody literally named Get Salty Bro. I cannot make this stuff up. Alright. We'll get rid of this. Keep the combo piece and keep the thing that maybe lets us find a combo piece. Invoker is nice. Again, we even had invokers that popped up last game, but it doesn't matter if they're popping up when we have no Ring of Namira. Now, there are other ways that you can find the ring. You can, for example, choose to run the 2/5 treasure hunt creature and the map, and then you'll, as long as Ring of Namira is the only support in your deck, always find that card. But typically you don't expect to get to like less than 10 cards in your deck
Khajiit doesn't need to be followed.
without finding
I
it.
will cut your purse and your throat.
Watch this.
We're gonna go ahead and camel up. Wow. Well, I guess we're taking Debilitate. We're fine with the first Vipers going to the discard pile. A little actually sad that we have to let another Debilitate go, but we'll take the one. But also, we wanted to find combo pieces, because again, if we can land an Invoker and get an attack off with the combo pieces in hand, then even better.
You will die where you stand.
That's the first time I've actually seen that card used. Like, I'm not even disappointed, I'm just impressed.
I bark and birth. This is
All right.
interesting.
I really want to use this because we need to find one more Dawn Star. But then, yeah, let's use it. We need to find one more Dawn Star. So we got a ring.
Choose.
We got a ring. We have one Dawn Star. We've got an Invoker. I guess theoretically now, if we wait till when we would have 8 available, we can do it that way. We just have to survive. And again, make one of these stick.
The hist will reclaim.
It's a wee bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. This is also here to make some of your creatures survive. But we're not looking to get Invoker down this turn, so I think instead what we actually want to do... Shadow shift this over. It's always sad when you see a prophecy card drawn, but so next turn we play an Invoker, try to get it to stick, which means we got to get rid of this lethal creature to the best of our ability. And if it sticks, we should just win the game because Archer doesn't really have prophecies that interrupt the combo. There's no bolts, no javelins, things like that, so that is currently our goal, to stick an Invoker. We can do the rest.
Move in shadow.
Hermamora tests us. Time to fight. Talos, let's do this. Attack.
Oh, that is not good for us. We might stick the Invoker and then just die.
Khajiit doesn't need to be followed.
Alright, that helps a ton. Because yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna keep going right off here, I think.
Watch this.
Ita Orion.
Alright, we want to actually hide our Invoker, so we're gonna suicide the camel first.
I will cut your
Ita
purse.
Orion.
The bounty of the hiss gives us all we need.
Alright. So the hope here is that they don't have an answer for the Invoker. You know, we actually might have created a problem for ourselves. The Invoker needs to attack and survive to trigger Veteran, but that breaks a rune, and when that happens, we won't have enough to trigger the rune break. Yes, we will. As long as we play the ring, we'll be fine because of the drain, but this now, that ruins that game plan, but we can attack into the Nord, but then the 1-2 won't be enough to break it.
This one will protect
Interesting.
us on the road. This one will protect us on the road.
But the expertise should do it, because this triggers, hold on, let's take a look here at the keyword, action item or support. So, what we want to do, because this is after its first attack, we restore. So we go ahead and we play the ring. We attack here to get the restore. We play the Ebonheart.
The 9 inspire us.
We play the Dawnstar.
You like to dance
Watch
close
this.
to
We'll
the
just ping him
fire,
here.
don't
And then we're going to pass, and then this should trigger the expertise, which then does the damage, which then triggers. And there you go. So I'm glad I waited one more game. I'm glad I did not give in, because we not only got to see the combo, but you got to see the new one where it's fast-tracked by the Invoker. Whew. Alright, I feel vindicated. First game was close. They just had a great curve. Second game, we just got hosed by the draw, but that is exactly what I wanted to showcase, so I'm glad we got it. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.